We bought him, hoping to be a Grand National horse. In the summer, I was trying to get him qualified, and we kept actually just missing out. He was running nice races, but he wasn't actually winning the race. And we gave him a break, and then I brought him back for the October Cheltenham meeting, and it was that run that astonished me, because he'd only been back in work for 3 weeks. It was a prep run, and he came flying up there and finished a close 5th. And the owner and myself, at that point, I thought, this horse has improved. He's improved, and then obviously since
that was at the moment you thought, well, we might well have a Grand National horse.
But you still got the problem of getting him in the race. And actually, we did have a big stroke of luck, because with the abandonments, they put on an extra veterans race at Exeter, and it was a week or two before I was planning to run him again. He would have been going to Foss for the West Wales National, but I didn't really want to go there on bottomless ground, which of course is what it turned out to be. And it couldn't even be abandoned sometimes. So this Exeter race was on, and I rang John up, the owner. I said, John, we're just going to have to put him in here and have a look at this, because this might be our window of opportunity. And of course he did. He won that and went up £10, which put him in the race, and then you can relax a bit and start planning.
What about running in the Pertemps? I mean, you nearly won that, running in a handicap hurdle at the Cheltenham Festival. That is a bit of planning, the race before the Grand National.
Well, my assistant trainer Rod thought I was mad going for that race, but I actually fancied him to run a big race. I mean, he's been running superb race over hurdles this winter too, and obviously he showed that day. Now, turn around for Bob. But he showed that day that he could stayed on so strongly up the hill, and that gave us optimism that he would get the longer trip at Aintree. Yeah.
And Leighton Aspel, just a word about him, because I mean he'd never ridden the horse before. Bad luck on Sam Twiston Davis, but
yes.
But how did Leighton come to get the ride?
Leighton got the ride because Sam had to ride Tidal Bay, and Sam had to ride Tidal Bay, obviously, we understand that. And Leighton sent me a text when he read that I was still looking for a jockey. And he sent me a text saying how much he'd love to ride the horse and so on, and he'd come and school. And I was absolutely delighted to have him as a jockey. He's ridden a few times for me this year. First time he rode for me, beginner's luck, he won the Tommy Whittle for me at Haydock on Night Alliance. He's a top man, and what a good ride he gave him.
And have you come down to earth?
No.
You dream of winning a national, but you never think that it will be a reality. And I'm just expecting to wake up any moment and think I've just been dreaming. You know, it's a wonderful feeling.
And your feelings during the race, where were you standing? Were you in the stands? Were you watching on the TV? Or
I was up in the owners and trainers stand watching it. I had a good view. I had my binoculars, and I was just hoping that they would get round safely and creep into the race, and it happened just as we'd planned. He would stay on and keep motoring on. And of course you kind of close your eyes at the last fence thinking, just please get over this last fence, and once he's over you start cheering, hence the voice is gone now. I've nearly lost my voice.
I think it's fantastic. And you're good friends with Richard as well.
Richard and I have been friends for about 25 years or so. He came into the village I lived in when he finished medical school, and he was just starting to practice as a doctor, and he was very enthusiastic about racing, and I was riding as an amateur jockey at the time, and so he got a bit of an insight into the inside of a racing. And it just progressed from there. Our relationship got stronger, and we had horses together, many horses together, but never one like as good as this. So this is fantastic.
Fantastic part of racing history. It's just, it's there in black and white,
carved in stone now, isn't it? You know, that will always be there. The colours will always be at Aintree.